Yo guys, what's going on? Tom for 2 here, or Chessman on Lost Ark. Today I'm doing a quick video, just kind of going over the daily reset routine I do for each character. Now today is a reset day, so I haven't touched the game, just literally just logged in. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to kind of show you guys, at least on one character, what I kind of go through, doing all the checklist of items to do at the very start of the week, and all that good stuff. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's just get into it. So right off the bat, designating my gold earning characters. I'm on my main right now, but yeah, these are usually the top 6 gold earning characters I do. I think for this week, I'm going to pivot over to using my arrow instead of my artist. So yeah, let's just go with actually I could always change it, but it depends on who kind of gets bound gold, but we'll just designate the usual ones I use. So 4 supports, 2 DPS. Usually look at the login bonuses, grab them really quick. First thing I would do is usually sign into the guild shop. Always gotta support the guild and the homies. I go through and buy my tier of the cube tickets. You always want to get the latest ones at least. Now, obviously, I don't have as many guild points anymore over time, so we'll just try to RNG Gamba it. Wow, actually got a cube hit, so that's pretty good. That'll be good for getting additional Crucible keys. Now, I'm not going to organize my inventory right off reset right now, but typically what I do is I check my Paradise weekly rewards. Looks like I got 2 purple keys, 1 blue key. Get a little bit more. I should have started with my mail first just to check to see if I had enough to get. But I think I'm just gonna save it for now since the RNG is pretty dog. For my Unis tasks, since there's no more daily ones anymore, I go straight to the weeklies. Typically on a character that I plan on playing consistently within my top 6, or at least my top 4. I always take the first weekly for Chaos or Cures in Front, just because the number of shards is really good. And then I'm pretty lazy about running cubes now, but I will typically accept the first Paradise weekly because it gives both leaps and honing support, which I think is goaded. Sometimes I would do the second one on shards and silver, but then typically I just go for more leaps. And the Phoenix plumes is kind of whatever. So there's that. So that's kind of my first sequence. Secondly, I'll go over to the event shop and I will see what I can buy out with the coins that I do have. So go ahead and just buy out the shop on stuff that I actually want, stuff that's reoccurring every week. So books, yeah, we just take all that, and then most of this rest of the stuff is useless. I don't bother buying until probably the last week. We still have 41 days of this particular event. I don't buy the accessories. I don't buy any more trans tickets, but I will buy out the rest of the shop that is here. Even though it's only a little bit of mats, like they're kind of scamming us with how many mats there are, but every little bit helps for us. And here, let's just buy out the rest of these. I don't need to buy any more accessories, but I will get additional honing support. The honing support, advanced honing support chest is always pretty good. And then even though these don't have a weekly cap, I won't buy them until the very end. So there is that. So now I'm just gonna go over here and just resort my stuff. I have quite a few things. Let's just open up the cards. Generally, I don't really care about the dies too much. Same with I usually have like a spot for those. Pretty much anything consumable, I'll just use off the rip. And here we have it. We'll go to my storage. Since I've got it for me, we'll put those here. And then pretty much anything else we'll just put into here. So gem shards, I usually have everything sorted so that all my mats and honing stuff is all on one page. All that good stuff. So it's kind of getting crowded here. I'm gonna throw some stuff back there. And boom, bada bing, bada boom. We good. Okay. So once I shove everything back in, first thing I'm going to do is just run my Chaos Dungeon. And typically on my main, I run Chaos Dungeons every single day. My main, my Paladin. The other characters, I run them at least 3 to 4, 5 times maybe, but then it really varies depending on how, if I feel like playing them, right? The rested bonus, like, definitely just saves you a lot of hassle, but I think at least on my main, I like to be consistent, because it's at least the one character that I'm always going to be pushing. Regardless if I have rest bonus or not. So we'll quickly bang this out. You guys obviously know my Paladin's got its own Chaos dungeon build. So it goes pretty fast. Take like 2-3 minutes. And then next, I will just kind of skim talking over this Chaos Dungeon as I, yeah, go over the topic as I'm doing this Chaos Dungeon. But the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go straight into Paradise. I think it's really important to do Paradise right off the rip of the week, just because it's your one chance during the week to kind of get additional power level for free without having to do any raids. So it's always good to get the free mats, the free rewards from there. Just hurry up and do this. If you guys want to, you guys can probably just fast forward through this part, but yeah, this is typically how fast my Chaos Dungeons go on my main, at least. Yeah, typically I don't run raids until like later, just because you know, I usually wait for the homies to run anything. I don't want to leave anyone out if possible, and you know, a lot of times now, since we're in a downtime period, not everyone is going to be online until like the new raid or the new content or new events are out. So we are a little bit in a lull period, so I just run with whoever is kind of online at the time, usually ping them and give them a little bit of time to hop on if they're in the middle of something, you know, addressing things IRL. So here we have the lucky box event. Gonna probably get scammed. Got scammed. I have all my stuff on auto disable, so it makes it way easier for me just to sort through stuff. But everything is done there. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get out of that Chaos Dungeon, and then as I mentioned, we're gonna go through Paradise. I always run the Elysians first. So let's just hop straight into, let's just check first if I have an exchange. Nope. But let's just jump straight into Elysian. And I have presets for like Paradise, Chaos, so it makes everything like a whole lot easier when you go into these things, and you don't have to constantly keep on switching your builds. Typically Elysian just takes, like, goes by really fast. Try again. So that's already one run done. We got 5 of these, so I always do all 5 on one go. It's nice that everything kind of resets. Just spam my awakening. So that's one weekly done. Go through the next one. Select the next mission. Try again. Start using up all those tickets that I get off every reset. Alright. Haven't got any good drops, I don't think, yet. second weekly done. Now the 5th ticket I will just use, regardless it's not going to add anything. I'm doing Chaos Dungeons for my last weekly. Alright, so once that's all done, I'll go in and see if I have any upgrades. Looks like there's not, so I gotta dismantle all this stuff. Can restore 2 pieces of gear, so let's just see if I could get lucky. Got lucky once. Okay, that's still a win. I'm pretty much set on, you know, my kind of tree here. And there's maybe 1 or 2 that I can improve on still, but usually I just do taps. Some resonance taps, if I feel like it. But right now, just for the sake of this video, I won't waste time doing that. But pretty much afterwards, did 2 weeklies already. And then based off of that, I hate how we can't go to this exchange in the Elysium, but I'll go here, get 2 new tickets. Typically I'll run these again when I can, but again, we're about just making sure that we can power through a lot of the daily content that a lot of the, I guess, the reset content that we can. So typically I go through Crucible just at least once at the very start of the week, just so that if I did gain any power, I could kind of improve on whatever times that I had. So let's just do this for the sake of the video. But yeah, I like to, after every reset, I just like to go into the Crucible at least once, just to refresh my time, to see if, you know, my time can be improved just based off of some of the raw upgrades I've got. Oh god, that was terrible. Yeah, that was a terrible run. Let's try again since I didn't give myself a fair chance. That one. Alright, not bad. Once I kind of do resonance, it'll be fine. But usually I like just to go in, see if I can improve my time, especially if I've improved my power level. And I don't want to keep this video too long because we're getting already up to like 13 minutes. But the last thing I do for every character is I go through the solo shop. Now I'm running out of mats myself, but at least on my main, I will buy out all the fusions at least, just because every fusion is pretty expensive these days. I don't really need any of the other items per se on any of my characters anymore, so that's that. I always buy at least the fusions there. So always go through that shop, and then what I do is I go through and run my hell keys, because your hell keys are where you get your rewards. Typically on your mains that you're pushing, you want to at least exchange, so I'll buy an extra ticket there. But yeah, once I do hell on this character, I move on to the next character, and I pretty much do that across at least the top 6 of my characters for on the set day of reset, and then I just wait till the homies get on for any raids or whatnot. So I typically skip Guardians, if any of you guys are asking. Guardians, the rewards just aren't really worth it unless you really are min-maxing, but obviously it's just another piece of content that I just don't bother doing unless, you know, there's people who actually want to do it. So there you have it. Let me know if I missed anything. The last thing I really do is I go to my stronghold and then just fill out the missions, do any life skilling that I might need to do. But yeah, mostly just going across my 6 characters, making sure I do at least Paradise, Chaos Dungeon, get the guild shop, solo shop, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much the brief rundown. I know this video was a little bit long, but hope you guys enjoyed. And again, let me know if there's anything else that I should be considering doing. Again, once I kind of wrap through my top 6 characters, I'll go back and do it honing or whatnot. But try getting the hell keys is really important early, and using and getting those rewards early on, just because those are free mats, free rewards that you get. If you get bound gold, you could actually just tap that at the beginning of the week. That way, before you go into raids, you're as powerful as your character can be at the start of the week before you enter that content. So again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps. It's free as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.